NHS England South East Primary Care Transformation Programme commissioned the South Central and West Commissioning Support Unit to carry out audits on all South East practice websites to ensure that they met the NHS usability and government accessibility standards, as well as contractual obligations. In April 2024, the Primary Care Estates and Digital Manager, representing the Hampshire and the Isle of Wight ICB, delivered a message to the Innovations and Transformation Lead for the North and East Isle of Wight PCN that the South East Region Commissioned Programme identified that 6 general practice websites had failed to meet the NHS accessibility standards. Surprisingly, none of the 12 practices across the island had met NHS website standards. It appeared that all the websites were outdated, inaccessible, and fell short of what patients need. Recognising the potential to extend this task to the other 2 PCNs on the Isle of Wight, a proposal was put into place for a joined-up approach that would lead the transformation for all practice websites across the entire island. Revamping all 12 practice websites was no small feat and presented a unique opportunity. The approach was to implement a system where a single central PCN website could cascade updates across all general practice websites. Generic messages, emergency notifications, and appointment changes all managed seamlessly from one central source. After evaluating multiple suppliers against a stringent must-have matrix, one supplier emerged as the clear choice. Their solution was compliant, scalable, and met all criteria. By consolidating contracts across all island practices, the programme not only delivered consistent branding and functionality, but also achieved an annual saving of £3,000 in website costs in its first year. The rollout, while methodical, wasn't without challenges. The original supplier's acquisition by the new supplier led to operational scaling and new staff onboarding, which impacted their ability to meet deadlines, causing inconsistencies and delays in go-live dates. While frustrating, the original supplier assured the team this was a one-off and that the issues would not reoccur. The whole process required meticulous planning, weekly content reviews coordinated with the supplier, the PCNs, and program lead, continued weekly engagements with practices and PCNs to manage expectations, dedicated part-time resources navigating frequent supplier and provider updates, onboarding practices and navigating the website supplier transitioning from the old to the new supplier. Despite hurdles, the team stayed committed, relying on NHS guidelines to ensure standards were met. Collaboration was at the heart of this success. By working together, the ICB and PCNs created a unified digital experience, offering patients consistent, usable, accessible, and inclusive care across the island. Early adoption was key, and so was cascading the benefits and challenges to the PCN managers, and in turn to the practice managers. In addition to this, having a digital transformation lead who possessed the enthusiasm and ability to unite, engage, and communicate with all practices and PCNs was crucial. Through the commissioned work from the South East Regional Primary Care Transformation Team, and with the ICB acting as a key facilitator, this approach created significant economies of scale and huge benefits to patients. Beyond the increased efficiencies, the time saved by PCN managers and practice staff has been invaluable. Now, there is only one contract, not multiple. This has likely saved hundreds of thousands of pounds in time saved. Key lessons emerged from this journey. What went wrong? Supplier communication issues, delays, and unexpected staff turnover. What went right? Thorough supplier selection, cost savings, a seamless transition, and a patient-centric design. There were several positive partnerships, ranging from local-level project management via the Innovations and Transformation Lead for the North and East Isle of Wight PCN, to ICB support via the Primary Care Estates and Digital Manager. the Regional Primary Care Transformation Team, ICB, PCN, supplier and practice, engaged in continuous, fluid communication, often in separate but regular interactions. This ensured that everyone was on the same page, and this synergy was critical in addressing any challenges promptly and effectively. NHS England providing training on the online usability and accessibility tool was key to the long-term ultimate success of the project. Focus on this is crucial and must continue and evolve. The team also created a lessons learned guide to streamline future projects. Consistent communication and access to escalation options proved essential to overcoming challenges and safeguarding relationships. For more information, contact the primary care and digital teams at these email addresses. Thank you for watching.